So this is Big Bear, as you guys know him by his
Big Bear,
by his civilian name, Owen Benjamin.
And then we did find out a lot of things about him last night.
Apparently, he's having a flat Earth debate tonight with somebody. If
how dare he?
If I remember correctly, exactly. Apparently, he's having a flat Earth debate.
I love when paranoid, delusional people start having arguments about like who's more paranoid and delusional.
All right, so I guess we'll start with this Nimmer guy. Now, for the people that may be...
Whoa! Oh, Nimmer. Okay. Just making
Mike thought
sure.
I said nigger.
Well, you can't now.
What?
You ruined how it's been. Now I have to say, whoa.
All right. Every once in a while, it's fun because I'll get messages from people going, dude, I listen at work. You have to know I have to be cranking the volume down when I'm listening.
Hey, how much money do we have in our business account? I'm only asking because somebody's got a 1982 Fleetwood Southwind for sale, only $5,000.
Ooh, that's not bad.
A little RV action.
What do you think?
We could do ROTC like mobily, like Breaking Bad, like in an RV.
Yeah. The big satellite on top of it.
I would love to do this show from an RV, quite frankly.
Amazing.
It would be great because then nobody can ever find us.
All over town. All right, so this is
Painted up to look like Andrew WK's tour bus so nobody will ever care when we're riding through their town.
So who's this Nimmer guy?
Well, he's his opening act for Owen Benjamin claims to have 27 confirmed kills.
Whoa!
As a U.S. Marine Corps captain.
Oh, I thought it was Halo. That's not that impressive.
The only problem is he was never in the Marines long enough to see any combat, and he has no DD-214 on file because so you only get a DD-214 if you complete a term in the military. He was what they call unenrolled in the first year.
That means he didn't pass some sort of physical requirement.
Something, or he was dumb, or he had fucking goofy cross eyes like I do. Something that made him inadequate. He went on, as far as I know, to join the National Guard, where, as far as I know, it's very hard to rack up 27 confirmed kills.
I mean, unless you're killing civilians.
Unless you were at Katrina.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
It reminds me of that Private Part scene when Howard Stern was like, yeah, I threw a grenade into an orphanage. So I think they counted it as 1, but it should have been 20.
Stern was never funny, but god damn it, the people writing for him
were
always
fucking great, yeah.
I threw a grenade into a school.
They counted it as 1 kill, but I thought they should have counted it as 20. All right, so this is him talking about Nimmer.
Whoa.
That's how you win. Like, this intimidation. Like, right now, people, you know how many, every single video I do, there's comments that go, this is the last one. He'll get kicked off for this one. My buddy Eric Nimmer, great comedian. Check out his special coming out soon.
Way to plug him.
I'll post about it. But
by the way, he
was
does
telling
specials the same way Owen Benjamin does specials, by setting up a camera at a gig with no fucking good mic system hooked into the PA.
I saw the black and white special he did was dude.
You know what, somebody described his specials to me, and I actually thought it was a great description. One of his former bears told me his specials are sort of like because they're always filmed at the place with a shitty camera. They're almost like when you when you go to like Busch Gardens and you go on like the Sheikra and they get the picture of you on the Sheikra.
Yeah.
And you buy the picture. It's like buying the picture of you on the ride. It's all people don't buy it because they're not gonna play your low definition audio, shitty fucking filmed, look like it was filmed in 2003 bullshit spec. Nobody's ever gonna pop that on the old DVR and go, "Okay, guy, get everybody in here. It's Thanksgiving time for the Owen Benjamin special."
You know who that reminds me of something. Who's the fuck? I forget his name. Mad TV does John Madden, the comedian.
Frank Caliendo.
Frank Caliendo.
This is the player.
So I went probably 2003. I went to see Frank Caliendo. So he still wasn't, he was, kind of just Mad TV guy and whatever. And we went to go see him because we got free tickets. Because the thing is, like, especially like down in Miami, the Miami Improv and the Fort Lauderdale Improv, if they didn't sell tickets, they would just give away tickets because they wanted you to go in and drink booze.
Yeah, almost every comedy club has
so we
to
were
get
like,
in.
we're like, oh, we'll see Frank Caliendo. Fuck it, why not? So we go to see him. And back then, he sold I got to give it to him, a DVD which was just him and this is like 2003. Remember, this was when like This was like when
Jesus, sorry, dude.
this is like when you needed a camera, an actual camera to film, and you couldn't use your phone. So it was just somebody in the back laughing, and the camera kept shaking, and he was selling the DVD. And he just called it Live at the Giggles Shaky Cam, which I thought was funny because he was like, "Look, I don't have any."
That's funny.
He didn't have any money, you know. But this guy, he has enough. Owen has enough money to go pay. By the way, filming a nice special isn't as expensive as it used to be. This is something you could do pretty cheap.
Yeah,
you know,
it's not hard.
Yeah. So again, this is him keeping the money for whatever shit that he wants. And why is he dressed like the fucking Lon John Silver's? I just realized that.
And let me point this out right now. It's very, 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 very easy to basically film a special and have it not sound like shit and not have it look like shit. It's very easy for you to set up a camera, get the camera filming. Mm-hmm. Then you have a PA system that you're already talking to. You hook a recorder up to the PA system separate from the camera, and then you give somebody $50 to marry the audio directly from the PA over the now muted video. It's not hard to do that.
I am telling you right now. Do you want to see? Listen, this is a perfect example.
Didn't we have to do that for one of our road trips because the audio was unusable?
That's correct, and we linked it.
And we had to marry the fucking audio from the separate track, and we're morons.
Yeah, we. This is the perfect example. The more thing that we went to last time, it was me, Mike, Nick, and Hammy, and we put together. Look at the quality of that. We have no not Owen Benjamin money. Look at the quality of our More documentary versus his special, and look how much money he gets in super chats and Patreon and whatever fucking money. And look at the thing is, Owen is somebody who says he's smart but doesn't put in the effort. Owen's a lazy person, and let me explain why. You can't say you have a 141 IQ and not know how to use a PC. No. PC is easier to learn than a Mac. By the way,
I know morons. There's two morons in this room that know their way around a PC.
Yeah.
When we have a problem, like Royce is better with hardware than I am. Yeah. But like if there's an issue between the two of us, you go, all right, I'm gonna go look at some stuff on here. I'm gonna troubleshoot. You look and see if it's the actual hard drive. We just sit here and in an hour we're like, fucking fried hard drive. We're gonna have to get a new hard drive.
No,
that's it.
Boom,
Done.
When we started and we were making all these little videos too, Mike learned on his own how to edit our videos and put these little clips up so they look good with little bumpers on them and stuff. If you put forth effort, it'll look good. What microphone is he broadcasting from? He puts zero effort. The most expensive thing that I'm looking at right now is that keyboard. He never uses it anymore.
No,
it's
he
just
does.
Sitting there.
He plays the same two songs once in a while.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Tell me about getting
Nimmer.
fired on in Afghanistan. I don't know what
That nigga
shithole
stole
you-
my memes. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry.
I got a better song. That Nimmer stole my valor. Ding, 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 ding.
was serving in, but you can't think about it. I've never been shot at before, but he was saying that like you can't think about like my boy. One of my buddies would say that at first it was insane, and then by the end he'd just be packing a dip. He's like, "Oh, these fuckers can't shoot straight."
Hold on, I got you.
You know, just bullets flying around. They're just packing lippers. You have to get to the point when you can't overthink the shit. You know, and so when every video I do, people are like, "Oh, this is it. You're gonna get banned for this one. Can't go after the Jews. This is JewTube." And all that does is make me go, "All right, now I'm gonna go on a Jew bender." It's the same with the moon landing thing. Where it's like, oh,
he's a little bitch. He's a liar. You will never. You do that whole weird thing where you're like, it's not. No, the Jews are actually a wonderful, noble people who do nothing wrong and have committed no sins. It's only like 5 Jews that are ruining it for all the other Jews. You sound like every cop. When some cop loses his mind and beats a black teenager to death, and then the evidence comes out and they're like, oh yeah, he was just playing basketball hanging out by his house, and they beat him to death. And you go, whoa, and then my fucking greaseball fucking racist cop cousin goes, hey, you know what? 99.9% of us are fucking heroes, and we're not racist. And I'm like, I've heard you say nigger at the Thanksgiving dinner table like a dozen times before we even got to the main course. So stop it, okay? Every time you go, hey, you know, it's another, you know what? Another moulin yan. Like, you're all fucking terrible. He does this thing. Oh, by the way, he's Jewish. He admitted it. last night on camera. His wife called him. His wife outed Owen Benjamin as Jewish.
Really?
I watched it live. I don't have it on my timestamps I sent you, but I watched it last night. She said, "But you're Jewish, aren't you?" And he goes, "Yeah, but that's retarded. My grandmother was Jewish, but you can't be a quarter of a religion." It's 141 IQ guy. You can't be a quarter of religion. I can't be like 60% Buddhist. And I'm like, Jews are a protected race according to the United States federal government. Jews are a race. Let me tell you something right now. God-fearing Jews are actually, to Owen's credit, not a problem. They're not the ones trying to destroy this country. The majority of the Jews destroying America are atheist Jews.
Atheist Jews.
So, yeah, you cannot go to temple and still be Jewish. Okay, why?
You could go to Catholic church and still be Jewish.
Explain to me if Judaism's just a religion and being Jewish isn't a race. Why are there so many people living in what used to be Palestine with Polak last names? I'll tell you why. Because they're a race.
And it's funny because our buddy, not CIA Steve, sent me a message yesterday, and it was pretty funny. He goes, "Hey, I just got my." He did the 23andMe. I just got my 23andMe back. 51% Ashkenazi. I understand if you guys can't talk to me anymore. And I was like, it was very funny. And I was like, you're a piece of shit. And he goes, and it's really weird because I go to church, like I do Christmas. And I told my wife, sorry, honey, no Christmas next year. It was very funny. But he admit, like, you don't need to. Judaism is a religion, but Jewish people are.
And what's funny is like Steve's like more his friend because they grew up together. Yeah. So like Royce has had to have that talk with him before.
Oh yes, I have.
Because Steve's been like, well, so what is Mercer's deal? And Royce's like, no, he's actually fairly kind of not nuts. Yeah. If you talk to him, he's just very, very distrustful of your people.
Yes, he's very passionate.
Yeah, it's like I'm not some guy. It's like let's get all the Jews. I'm just a guy that when you go, yeah,
let's get most of the Jews.
I'm going to set you up with this girl if you want to go on a date with her. She's Jewish. You'll just see me go. Like the Borat thing where he just kind of tenses up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Remember when he does that in the movie? Like, oh, I'm Jewish, and he's like,
It is hilarious. I was thinking about the Borat movie too, and my wife brought it up. She goes, can you imagine if he would have done "Throw the Jew Down the Well Now"? What would have happened? Like that was
no. He's Jewish. Back then they tried to get him in trouble.
He's Jewish. Yeah.
That's the only way he gets away with it. It's like it's like Dave Chappelle with his N-word. He loved that N-word because he can get away with it. And yeah, they attempted. Remember everybody? They tried to crucify him for Borat, and his whole defense was, "Yeah, I'm not only Jewish. I'm practicing Jew, married to a Jew." And we go to Jew temple, and everybody's like, we're not going to make this stick, dude.
At all.
I know.
Like, I feel so much.
So this is him with the Amy, and this is it's an awkward conversation.
Much more comfortable making fun of Hispanics. No. Opposite. I feel way more comfortable making fun of Jews than Hispanics because
you're Jewish.
Hispanics, although I love mocking Hispanics. Bunch of Ewoks.
I don't get the joke. Why are Hispanics Ewoks?
He's funny, dude.
No. But I get it. Maybe I don't understand. Because you know what, Mike?
You're low IQ.
I'm low IQ. So the thing is, I don't get it. I'm a dummy. So explain to me, why are Hispanics Ewoks? Am I missing something? Some inside joke that I don't know about?
They don't have as much. Like it's way more underdog to make fun of. Hispanics are way more underdog than fucking Jews. Jews own everything.
Congratulations for figuring something out that's been happening forever.
Congratulations. You had one moment of actual clarity and truth
on your stream. Like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google. Every bank except for HSBC, DreamWorks, Time Warner, TNT, TBS, CBS, ABC, NBC. It's like, how the fuck are they underdogs? It's just like, those are the dudes you got to make fun of. You get it, right?
I get it.
No, she doesn't.
Totally.
I get it.
Sorry, I just couldn't tell if that was a fire I heard or
it's only the fake Jews that are weird. No, yeah, the Jews that believe in God are the best Jews. Or the Jews that just don't give a shit. It's these satanic Jews. Like Sarah Silverman.
But again, Jews are religion. He says it's not a race. But
Chelsea Handler, Amy Schumer, Sarah Silverman, the list goes on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? They're always like, abortions are great. White men are the worst. Oh my God. And they're only 1%
He does really good impressions too. Like on top of all that, he's good impressions.
Wait, with the real people.
of the population. New York Times, all this fucking shit. The New Yorker, USA Today. It's like, white men need to just shut up. It's like, listen, Jew, you got a tiny little hat. I got a big hat.
He's funny, dude.
Am I missing the comedy? Because look, by the way, I'm not even disagreeing with some of the stuff he's saying, but am I missing the joke? What's the joke?
Because it's like they have small hats, you know, and then like,
And I have a big hat?
yeah, like maybe he's Catholic or something. I don't know.
All right, so this one is okay, so this is him making Amy uncomfortable, apparently. Let's see here.
That rooster, one hen, and they're going to be the only monogamous.
We'll see.
Because we have 2 coops right now, and I'm about to build a 3rd coop because we're also getting ducks.
I have an idea, Owen. Why don't you finish the fence first?
Did you see her face when he said 3rd coop?
Oh, yeah.
She was like,
Why don't you finish the fence first?
We need to. We may have to separate the largest rooster. That's what I'm thinking. Because it may be because it's such a big rooster and it's not
Should I
even
just
done
kill the
growing yet.
rooster?
No, keep it. He's a really good protector, and I mean he's a beautiful rooster, but it just depending on how.
See, that's Owen's new thing now, trying to be a man. Like, for somebody who hates Joe Rogan, he wants to be Rogan. He wants to be hunting
No, yeah,
guy.
he wants to
Like,
be tough guy.
I'm going to kill the chicken because I'm a man. Shut up, Owen.
I'm gonna do. People say Big Bear. I'll just go hunting. I'm gonna smear deer piss all over myself. Hide out in the weeds, and he'll even fuck that up.
Yeah.
He may start to harm our chickens because we have like our other.
Well, maybe
hens
they
are a lot
deserve it. Maybe they
smaller.
shouldn't dress like whores.
Okay.
And if we get goats, then if our Muslim friends come over, they can have.
What is it
sex-
like? What is he trying to build? This is not the behavior of a healthy man.
No.
And we know people who are everything that Owen's trying to be. Like, I think of Mitch. Mitch is this guy. He makes his own beer. He makes his own jerky. He goes out and kills things. But he's not a guy that's like fucking psycho about it. He's just a guy that doesn't want to go to a butcher and pay for meat when he could go shoot something in the face.
That's where they go.
Like,
he's the kind of guy where they go and they get like half a cow and they put it in their deep freezer for the rest of the year.
Yeah, like he's the kind of guy that would kill his own cow, and you'd go, "Wow, it's really impressive. You killed your cow and butchered your own meat." And he's like, "It's not impressive. I just want to go buy meat. It seems dumb. There's free meat.
I just saved
Walking
$300.
around. Yeah, and I have a really awesome fucking.
It's great.
Now I have a really awesome new leather sofa too. Not a cow. Like he's like this weird fucking Native American. But like Mitch isn't doing streams where he's like, "I'm a man. I swear to God, I'm a man." It's just like that thing made of wood is broken. What's the shape of the wooden piece that's broken?
Mitch is
I'll go do that.
Mitch is the kind of guy who, when he slices his thumb open, doing something like he does, he didn't want to go to the emergency room because they're going to rip him off, and he just fixes it with super glue.
Oh, yeah.
He's a fucking nut job.
My dad got stabbed by my mom. It's a long whole story.
You can't just get
I know.
It's a whole thing.
And I used to fight a lot. We're Irish. So, he got stabbed. And,
That was great. It was so like, yeah, my dad got stabbed by my mom. Anyway, it was a Wednesday.
yeah, it's a whole thing. But anyway, she stabbed him, and he went to block it, and she got the fucking the tendon right there.
Ah!
And my dad had a permanent hook finger because he just hated doctors. I got that. I inherited that from him, by the way. I'm just going to drop dead one day. There's not going to be like oh my God. They're going to go, he was riddled with AIDS. Nobody knew. Or cancer. And he just wouldn't tell anyone. So he walked around with this, like, he taped it up with electrical tape and then just left it alone. And then, like... And then eventually...
That's a tape you want to use, by the way.
And then eventually he always had a hook finger that he couldn't bend or straighten.
Just imagine electrical tape. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It was the greatest line in the history of the world was my dad going, "You just stabbed me in the hand," and my mom said I was aiming for your heart.
Oh, fuck.
That's an absolute honor. Anybody can ask my sister Tessa if she pops in the chat. 100% true story. Hand to God.
Farm our chickens because we have like our other.
Well, maybe
hens
they
are a lot
deserve it. Maybe
smaller.
they shouldn't.
So this is apparently where he makes her uncomfortable.
like whores.
Okay.
And if we get goats, then if our Muslim friends come over, they can have sexual objects that they can look at and be like, hey, no way.
I need to get more into goat milk. Sorry.
Look at her. She completely did not like that.
I didn't know if I heard of.
We have really good soil.
We do. Okay, let me check my baby mom.
All right.
As soon
Wow.
as he said, did you see that? Did you see that? He was like, look at the time. I gotta get out of here.
It's like, seriously, it's like ambushing somebody with a really leading like white nationalist question when they're not a white nationalist. Yes, I'll tell you what, we're gonna round up all these Hispanics and kill them. Am I right? You stick a mic in their face. The guy's like, we're gonna wait. What? No, we're not gonna do that. Alexander history. Not drunk enough for this, honey. Bye. Not drunk enough for this shit. Bye.
Bye.
Honey.
See ya. All right. So this is
Poor woman.
he's going to today apparently debate a flat earther. Now here's what you have to understand, and this is my prediction. By the time this week is done, after he talks to the flat earther, after watching this video, you guys will trust me. I think you'll agree with me. He will become a flat earther. What's today? January 10th, 2019, 5/26.
This is a Royce prediction coming at you.
He will. I'm going to say, you know what? By February, let's just be fair. By February, he will be a flat earther, and I'll explain to you. Let's watch this video. So he's going to debate a flat earther, and he's crowdsourcing information from his fans
because he's smart.
Dumb.
141 IQ.
141. So let's hear.
So serious. She couldn't stand the sight of me.
I'll drink it.
So he's drinking her half-open flat beer while he has another beer in his hand, by the way, which I think is great.
It's a Mersh move.
I love-
It's a total Chad move.
She couldn't stand the sight of me.
He's
Sling
doing a
Blade.
Joker impression.
I feel weird without Coddington. Well, he does.
Sounds more like Joker from Full Metal Jacket.
I feel weird without Coddington.
Sling Blade. I feel weird without Coddington. Well, he dug his own grave.
Coddington Bear, by the way, is his #1 supporter. If he was Adolf Hitler, Coddington Bear is Heinrich Himmler. And he banned him last night.
Well, it banned him, and apparently Owen assumed Coddington. He said it was jokingly banning him, and Owen assumed Coddington would reinstate himself since he had the password, and he tweets that he didn't want to log back in case he disrupted the stream.
Why would he go through all that?
Coddington Bear apparently has the login to Owen's YouTube.
Why? Let me ask you something. If let's say like one of these fuckers had our password and I banned them, why would they want to go through all those steps? Wouldn't they just go, all right, fuck you?
Yeah. So he said he jokingly banned, but let's see.
He literally has the password. He can fix it.
There you go.
Oh, and talk more flat Earth. This is the thing I want to ask the.
And by the way, he's drunker now. This is late. He's more drunk now. Okay.
Round Earth people to explain to me.
Round Earth people. Normal human beings who understand the Earth is round.
If the Earth is spinning at 700 miles an hour, 1,100 miles an hour, whatever, why isn't the air spinning? And
What? What? Is he serious? First of all, idiot.
Whoa!
I don't know if you've ever heard of this thing called the jet stream.
I know.
It's this consistent flow of air in a consistent circular pattern around the Earth. It's called the jet stream.
Strap in, because these 5
Holy
minutes,
shit.
these 5 minutes are going to take longer than anything we've done on this show. I don't think you. But this is why I'm telling you, he's convincing himself flat Earth is real. Watch.
to explain to me. if the Earth is spinning, it's 700 miles an hour, 1,100 miles an hour, whatever.
Whatever, same difference.
Why isn't the air spinning? And before you answer real fast, and say,
Before you answer, here we go.
Yes, I can't get over the 700, 1,100, whatever. Could you imagine your pilot making that sort of? I don't know. What do we get? We're taking up there. How do we stay up in the sky? How much momentum we need to stay at 30,000 feet? I don't know, 200, 500, 700. Could you guys maybe, I don't know, figure it out before you're at 30,000 feet?
Go ahead. Tell us that we're fucking dumb and these were all jokes. Go ahead.
Absolute fucking unit. This guy, man.
Okay, here we go.
spinning. And before you answer real fast and say, oh, it's all relative, it's all the same shit.
Yeah, but before you give a good explanation. So I watched this today.
I love this man. I swear.
By the way,
Filipino shade, not Miles. Who
cares?
The higher you go in the air, the less atmosphere there is until there's almost no atmosphere. Okay. Like 40,000 feet
How
up.
do you even make the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs?
I watched that Han Solo documentary. It was bullshit.
People are like, Big Bear, how do you freeze Han Solo? He'd be dead. Can't freeze people. Fucking idiot, man.
Yeah, but that scene would have been like, hey, Big Bear, I love you. Banned.
Why are Mexicans like Ewoks? I don't know. That's pretty racist, actually.
Less atmosphere there is until there's almost no atmosphere. Like 40,000 feet up, there's almost no atmosphere. So where is the break where you get away from the atmosphere in which it's no longer relative?
He doesn't understand how orbiting works. No, seriously. And I was saying this, Mike, tell me this isn't middle school stuff.
I don't want it.
So you have, the Earth has a center of gravity. Just because you leave the atmosphere doesn't mean the Earth is so big that it is. This is how orbiting works. The way the moon stays in orbit, the one we didn't go to, Owen, the moon is always falling, but in relative stuff to it, it stays in orbit. That's how a satellite orbits. That's how you're broadcasting this video right now.
But how, though? If it's relative to...
You mean like...
That's what he just did. If it's like... I don't know, relative...
You mean like water from the toilet?
Stop talking with your hands, Mr. 141 IQ.
147, I got
You sound like
corrected.
you look like a... What are you, Tony Soprano? How do you make it the boppity boopy?
He's dressed like a longshore fisherman. I'll never know.
In which
He really is dressed like the Gordon's fisherman.
Isn't he? It's not even raining. Why is he wearing that?
it's no longer relative.
By the way,
is-
you know what the difference between Owen Benjamin and the Gordon Fisherman is? The Gordon Fisherman understands that it's the moon that provides the tides that he uses to go catch fish. Even the Gordon Fisherman understands that.
This is a lot harder than I expected, proving that the Earth is round.
The live satellite videos that Japan has right now that you look on YouTube and see that the Earth is round, you can see it right now. You go look it up right now. That's not good enough.
No, I don't have to because I know. You're yelling at him. You don't have to yell at me. I'm not going to look it
I'm
up
sorry, I'm
because
just
I
angry.
believe it.
I know you do.
I believe you.
Swarmer Crab goes, I'm actually getting sick of this nigga not knowing anything.
Like, at least give it to Jesse Ventura, right? That guy, remember we used to goof on him for being a nut?
Yeah.
But, like, for the most part, he was relatively not nuts.
No,
Like,
he thinks the Earth is round.
But, like, he would clock in. He would do his, like, why is the government using thermite paint? With stupid Oliver Stone's dumb kid in the leather jacket. But then they would get done. They'd get their check from whatever stupid Spike or wherever they were getting their money. And then they would go home. I'd go ride my motorcycle around Mexico. But, like, this guy just doesn't unplug. He's just chugging beers on YouTube and yelling.
Some 12-pack says he just took Amy's beer can so he could throw it at the dog later.
There's a fence.
Okay, he just loves me and wants to be with me.
There's wind. No, there isn't. There's a 100-mile-an-hour wind at the at certain levels, like the jet stream. It's fucking weird. It is way, way, way harder. The jet stream's 100 miles an hour. You ever see 100-mile-per-hour winds? Yeah, 1,000 miles per hour ain't happening. Dude, I'm telling you, it's fucked up. when someone just said, dude, gravity, what does that mean?
Mike, I'm sorry. I think you missed a quote. Dude, gravity.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Is he the new Insane Clown Posse? Is this the new
Yes.
Magnets? How do they work?
Dude, gravity. What does it mean?
If you let's be honest here. If this was your friend, and I'm not even saying like a man his age with a family. If this was our friend, like let's say John. Let's say we visited John in Miami, and we saw him on his porch, looking this disheveled, babbling like this. We would, as friends, sit him down and go like, "We need to get you somewhere. Let's get you cleaned up. Let's get you some help."
And talk to her. I would probably try to get in contact with his mother or something and be like,
yeah.
"Hey, John, man, look, I just want to tell you, your son. I love him, but I think he needs help."
Yeah, this isn't my place, but
Yeah.
I'm concerned about because I care about the guy.
Right.
That's what I'm looking at this now. Like, imagine this was your friend. You'd go like, "Dude, you need to get a fucking grip, bro."
I'm telling you, it's fucked up. When someone just said, dude, gravity, what does that mean? So, if the Earth is spinning 1,100 miles an hour,
It's 1,100, 700.
and the atmosphere somehow
2,400. Who knows?
Whatever. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Science is. You're still out on science.
miraculously is attached to the Earth, is that
This is schizophrenia, dude.
You read it yesterday.
This is schizophrenia.
You read it yesterday. Isn't that what it feels like?
And I mean, I lose my train of thought sometimes at night when I'm doing the show, but
Right.
not like this. And then I don't just jump the track into a new conversation. This is not good. He's when you are delusional like this and you're fucking losing your mind's crazy manufactured craziness is going so fast you can't even grasp it. You can't keep up with it, and that's what's happening to him. His crazy thoughts are leaving his head before he can even finish spitting them out.
Somebody says amphetamine-induced psychosis.
what kind of friction is that?
It's beyond that, though. It's beyond that, Loud and Proud.
No.
Bear.
I listen. I agree, but here's what I think it is: when you have mental disease and you take stimulants, it makes it worse.
Oh yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not saying he's wrong and that he's not using stimulants. I'm just saying this is beyond. Like to me, when you say stimulant-induced psychosis, that would be like if I ate 5 Adderalls and did one show one night where I lost my mind,
Right.
and then the next day came into RTC and went, "Man, that was a weird show last night."
Right.
Like the psychosis is now triggering late onset. I believe schizophrenia.
Is that what kind of friction is that? Sliding friction is when the molecules are touching, so sliding friction is moving it along, right? Fine. When you go up enough, there's no more atmosphere. So you are now just like if you're in a hot air balloon that goes up 30,000 miles, there's no atmosphere. So why isn't the Earth flying by?
Well, answer the question, Royce, Mr. Smart Guy.
I learned this in middle school. Actually, I'll help you out. Because the center of mass of the Earth is here, right? So when you leave, the Earth is so big while it's spinning, you're always like that's how orbiting works. The space station's always falling, but the Earth is spinning so fast that it stays in orbit. So they do have to adjust sometimes. That's how it works. That's how orbiting works. That's how satellites work. See, you see why I made my prediction about flat Earth? Did you see why I made it? This is how the moon stuff. You saw it before I
Yeah,
did.
you know, you're right.
Isn't this how the moon stuff started? Just like this? This is just how the moon stuff started.
Vegeta in the chat writes, "Just you wait, Mersh. We'll have this son of a bitch at 100 miles an hour or 1,000 miles an hour in no time flat." Please don't do that.
Please don't.
Please don't do any of that until you've made a decision and calibrated it. Don't just guess.
Stop talking about this? Now you're banned.
Now you're banned.
Why don't you join Coddington Bear? The fuck out of here.
This is
No one needs your shit. There's no win because we are in a vacuum. We both know that doesn't make any sense.
This is not good.
What do you mean it doesn't make any sense?
This is not good.
And I'm not a flat Earth person. I want someone to fucking explain that to me.
He will be.
Atomic density. Saying words don't explain anything. Just saying.
147 IQ.
Oh my God.
Saying words don't explain anything. Saying words don't explain anything.
That's the kind of
You're
sentence.
right, guys. We're taking him out of context.
This is the kind of sentence. That was the kind of statement I expect out of a black 8th grader from Baltimore. Right?
You're right.
Man, saying words don't explain things. What?
The irony of this guy, all he does is say words.
The definition of explaining something is saying the right combination of words so that we end up on the same page.
Oh, fuck. No, he said he had an IQ of 147, not 141, by the way. I was
Yeah,
corrected.
guys, don't be fucking stupid.
It's not 148. That would be fucking
that
ridiculous.
would be outrageous.
Atomic density. Friction. I just said that. There's several types of friction. That friction would be the sliding friction. Where it's
Louis
two
Jerry
objects-
in the chat says he's not mentally ill. He's acting to exploit his cult. No, I am telling
No.
you. If Owen Benjamin could act, he would have been in more than Sullivan and Sons. Okay, the bottom line is, if Owen Benjamin could be a good actor, he's a tall guy, plays piano, he would have been in real movies, and he would have fucked better broads than Christina Ricci. He's not that good of an actor.
By the way, he says that they're doing this to get more money. No, he's not. Because I explained this earlier today, too, on Daywave. That doesn't work, and here's why. Because he's banning people that give him $100 a pop. You've seen it, right?
Yeah, he bans people that give him
$100,
a lot of money.
$50, $60.
That's not for money. He's nuts.
Yeah, you don't ban. Why would you ban people making? If your whole point is to make money, right? You're doing this to make money. Why would you ban people?
objects touching each other, kind of like two boards. You have to go at a certain speed. If you go too fast, you slip, right? So if you go at the right speed, you carry the other board with you. We have molecules of the atmosphere.
Molecules.
And if it's attached to our spinning shit, fine.
Our spinning shit. Again, 147 IQ.
Fine. You go up 40,000 feet.
If I were in a science class, like in college, and this was my professor, I'd sue the college.
Of course, you would have to record him and go, look, I'm sorry, but
suing
I'm
you.
paying money for this.
I'm paying a lot of money per semester for this.
And this guy's telling me sliding friction and gravity, what is it?
There's no atmosphere, none. It's basically a vacuum. So
No, space is a vacuum, you fucking moron.
where do you pop out of that situation? The jet stream, that's 100 miles an hour, not 1,100. And when you're out of the atmosphere, when you're going west to east or east to west, I can't remember which way, why is the Earth not flying by?
He doesn't even know which way the Earth spins. East to west or west to east. I can't remember which way, but believe me.
Underneath you. You're not in that anymore.
And any scientist he calls a fucking sodomite liar retard, he's just going to be like, oh, you bring that scientist in, and they're going to go, yeah, well, it actually goes east to west, and it does it at approximately 768 kilometers per minute. And like they would have it all like right without even looking it up, and he's like, I don't fucking know, man.
Flying by underneath you. You're not in that anymore.
And by the way, all right, Richard Branson's the one that's inventing that plane. It's exactly what he's saying. That goes up through the atmosphere, and then it moves forward, and then the Earth moves relative to it, right? So I think you could get from New York to LA in 1 hour if you pop through the atmosphere. So yeah, that's how it works. The problem is when you're orbiting, you're not moving. You're falling relative to where the Earth is moving. So I can't believe I'm explaining how orbiting works to how old is he? A 40-year-old man. I can't believe that. I really cannot believe that.
I feel like I'm at his Christmas again.
Yeah.
And you're the cousin, and there's a big fight right now, and you're the reason he's leaving. I can't do this.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I came here to see my grandma, but you fucking. Am I really going to sit here and explain what orbiting works like? I understand a little kid walking up and going, but I don't get it. How do you float in space? You'd be like, oh, honey, well, look, here's the thing. You try to explain it to it the best you can. You know, this is the guy. This is the fucking guy who calls other people idiots and thumbs and assholes and idiots.
So far, no one's been able to explain that to me, which is fucking weird.
Flat Earther coming. Flat Earther incoming, folks. Get ready.
Please comment on it. I would love
By the way, then he starts banning people that are giving him answers he doesn't like.
to stay a globe Earth person.
A globe Earth person. I would love to
You just said
stay.
a very dude. That's a fucking right there. That's what we used to call a buying signal.
Yeah.
When I was in sales, when somebody's on the hook,
Yup.
and they go, "What other colors does this come in?"
And then you know you're buying it.
Yeah, he's doing a buying signal right now. He's already going, "I don't have any of the proof of this flat." You're like, "Oh boy, you're already referring to it as globe Earth."
Yeah.
like it's a theory. You know what I mean? That's where you go, "Oh boy."
I would love to stay a globe Earth person because being a flat Earth person is another
I know
level.
it's crazy. I know it's outrageous. Why would you want to be known as a crazy person?
That's not,
I get it.
That's not even his reason. Check out his reason.
Earth person because being a flat Earth person is another level of ostracism that I really don't want at all.
Yeah, you wouldn't want people to think you're crazy, Owen. Eric Fernandez, who's way smarter than everybody here, goes, air still has mass, so although it's very light, it's still affected by gravity. Fucking
Yeah, but you're look stupid.
Yo, what do you know, Eric? What are you, a doctor?
Hey, stupid Eric, if you're watching
You
this,
stupid idiot.
you're a dumb idiot, and you're
What do you know?
yeah.
What do you do?
Where are your 200,000 YouTube subscribers?
Yeah, where's
Like,
your
Owen?
PhD?
Yeah. I was actually also going to throw in his face and go, "When did you ever fuck Christina Ricci?" But I'm pretty sure if Eric met Christina Ricci, he could pull her in like a half hour.
I love Eric, man. Eric's a
You
guy.
just go, "Hey, where did Christina Ricci go?" Actually, where did Eric go?
Eric's a guy that I've seen, and of course I'm not going to say who the chick is, but Eric's the guy that I've seen a completely hot chick be head over heels for him, and he was like, "No, I'm not looking for a fling. I kind of want a relationship." Like, just turned her down, broke her mind for a month. Like, I've never been turned down, and it's like, dude, Sorry, I'm sorry, Eric. I know we're probably driving
It's an
you crazy.
amazing mind fuck to do that to pretty girls, though. I've done that before
Yeah.
too, where you just go, "No thanks, I'm not interested." Even though I even have been interested, it's just fun to watch them go. Like, I get more out of their broken look on their face
Yeah,
than
no,
I ever would have by coming.
Yeah.
I'm like that.
Eric Fernandez goes, "My PhD's on my wall." Yeah, but what is that? Yeah, but where's your PhD from? Some University of Phoenix?
Yeah, but where's your bear skull?
Yeah.
Where's your
bear
Roland Sim-
skull, Eric?
Loser.
fucking
Where,
love
where,
Eric.
where's your MacBook that you stream with a GPU that's slowly
Yeah,
breaking?
by the way, if anybody's pissed off about the GPU, because Eric's a computer guy, he built Night Machine. He built the Night Machine from scratch. So he must be losing his mind looking at his computer setup.
So please, for the love of God, someone fucking
Brendan goes, PhD's just letters, man.
Your letter, it stands for doctor. That's what those letters spell.
Oh, fuck.
Doctor.
Dickhead.
explain to me why, when you leave the Earth's atmosphere, does the Earth not at that point appear to be going 1,100 miles an hour underneath you? Please. And I'm here's another one. Why do flights not go around the poles?
Why do flights not go around the poles? Why would they? Do you understand how where people travel, people aren't going around the... Do you think it's easier to get from... Do you think it's easier to get from Milwaukee to South America by going around the poles?
Well, also, John Smith had something to add
Yeah.
to the conversation. Very simple 2 words. They do. So there's that, too. Like, not
I know.
civilian flights from London
no.
to New York, but like
Planes that fly to the Arctic all the time, yeah.
planes have flown over the poles. Explain Santa Claus.
Major Tom's got a good point. Why not fly over desolate Arctic wilderness? That's why commercial flights don't do it. That's the reason why, even when you're flying, unless commercial flights, they want you to be as close to a landing point as you can. I mean, even international flights,
Yeah.
you want to be as close as possible.
God forbid your engine 2 and 4 blow out
Right,
over
correct.
Antarctica. You're all done. You're goners.
You're gonna start eating a soccer team. Or what was that movie? Alive?
Yes.
You fucking idiot.
Oh, shit.
Please explain this to me because I do not like where the logic is taking any of this. It's not fun. It's actually incredibly isolating.
Tell me something that's telling, something coming from inside of. It's incredibly isolating. Mike, you read what schizophrenia is, right? he's isolated himself. Nobody's isolating you, Owen. Here's the thing, Owen. It's not even that you believe we didn't go to the moon or that the earth is flat. Do you understand there's people that believe that and still have friends and still go to Christmas parties?
Yeah,
Like,
that's been our fucking sticking point from day one.
yeah, I don't care if you don't believe we went to the moon.
I have friends that believe way crazier shit than Owen Benjamin.
Yeah.
But they're not crazy.
Right.
You know, like Eddie Bravo can go, oh, what, you think the earth is a globe, bro? But I'm pretty sure Eddie Bravo could go out to a bar and chase some pussy with you tonight and not bring up the flat earth thing, just not even once.
Thank you, Canonymous, for the thank you all the guys
sir.
for the donations.
Yes, thanks for the donations, guys. But seriously, you could take like I'm sure even before he went totally crazy, Alex Jones, for instance, you could probably get stoned with him and go shoot guns out in his backyard. He probably wouldn't go off about anything for the whole day.
I feel like it would be a blast to hang out with Alex Jones for, even though how crazy all that stuff. As a person, he'll take you to the best steakhouse in Austin.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I prefer them 7.62 rounds. They really just help blow a hole right through all that ballistic. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. You're just out there backyard shooting.
Let me show you
meat.
Let me show you my timepiece collection. They're alphabetized.
Come on out. I want to show you my slow cooker.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he'd be a normal guy.
I got everything from my Breitlings at the top to my Rolexes at the bottom.
Let me show you this. Let me show you this picture of me and Ashley Birdie. No,
No, hey, that's not
Come on,
nice.
hey.
Why would you do that? She really likes bake now.
And I don't want it at all. The last thing I need in my life is to be given another label that makes me look insane.
It's like there's like a teeny tiny sand grain sized sense of self-awareness that's still fighting inside of him to get back out.
That's exactly right. There's a little spark of hope left. Yeah, Joey Shabadoo says spark of reality. By the way, Joey Shabadoo, great Simpsons reference. Good. I love that name. Joey Jojo Shabadoo Jr.
Joey
Jojo
Shabadoo.
That sounds awful. Someone said not flat. Well, please fucking tell me how you can go up into near-Earth orbit and stay still, and the Earth is not flying by.
He has a sleeping child inside, by the way. I just want to point out, he has a sleeping child inside. A sleeping child inside right now. He's not losing his mind.
He's also outside, which means his neighbors can hear.
Exactly. Well, no, how could they hear through that great fence he put up? It's basically soundproof.
It's just like a highway barrier.
it's a fucking... Thank you, Mob Tech, for donating. Appreciate it, bud.
That is... Can we see that again, please?
Somebody said rewind and slow-mo.
Please.
And
Not slow-mo.
Well, with regular-
Slow-mo's stupid, but
Okay.
let's just see it again.
Sure.
I don't... If you want to go back and watch the... That's up to you. I just want to see
Awful.
this outburst again.
Someone said not flat. Well, please fucking tell me how you can go up into near-Earth orbit and stay still, and the Earth is not flying by if it's spinning on a goddamn axis.
I hate this place. Nothing works here.
Medications don't work. I hate it here.
Losing his fucking mind.
Guy Burns has the best term. He's unspooling. You're begging in the chat because of geostationary orbit.
I think right now Eric has his car parked in the garage with it on. He's just going to kill himself. He's like, I can't anymore. I can't.
Yeah, Eric right now is parked in front of his house, and he's like that fat lawyer from the beginning of The Client.
What a reference. The Client.
I'm a big Brad Renfro fan.
Yes. Well, hey, who isn't?
Yeah,
Who isn't?
we're
Okay, sorry. One more time for the people in the back.
And stay still, and the Earth is not flying by if it's spinning on a goddamn axis. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't explain it, can you?
You still think my prediction's wrong, guys? You still think he's not going to be a flat earther? You know, I said by February. I think he's a flat
already-
earther by the end of this sentence.
I think he's a flat earther in this video.
I'm telling you.
The fuck? Inertia, that doesn't mean a goddamn thing, and we...
Did he just say inertia doesn't mean a goddamn thing? So far, gravity doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Inertia doesn't matter. Vacuum doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
Also, Joe Rogan's a thumb.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. He doesn't bring it up enough.
Inertia, that doesn't mean a goddamn thing, and we both know it.
He went to ban him and stopped himself. Did you see that? He actually went, and then he's like...
Inertia. Someone just says inertia. You don't think I know about inertia?
I actually was friends with this kid, Rich DeSena, in high school, and he was in a band called Inertia, and they sucked. That's just a fun little anecdote for you. I don't know why anybody would care about that, but it just popped in my head.
Yeah, I'm going to go watch the shitty Beatles.
Doesn't mean a goddamn thing, and we both know it. Inertia. Someone just says inertia. You don't think I know about inertia?
No. I do not think you know about inertia. And that's pretty much the end of his flat Earth
He's doing good.
video. Look, again,
He's fine. You people are retards.
yeah, you guys are fucking morons. Like, again,
Like, Eric Fernandez is a wizard.
He
I don't
is.
know if you
He's a
guys
wizard.
know this. He does like your typical wizard tricks. You know,
Well-
you go, well, what about inertia and why isn't the Earth flat? And then he'll throw, oh, I have a PhD. Oh. These are wizard tricks.
he's Luciferian, really. If
Yeah.
you bring it up, he's a Luciferian.
Who did he get that PhD from? The
devil.
globalists.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. Chinese
Clintons?
techno-fascist. Dude,
Also, by the way, Eric, totally not a globalist either. Like, he's totally not even like one of these liberal, like,
no.
He's literally the most non-PhD Nicky you've ever met. in your
no,
life.
really. You would never, because he's just a Eric is what Owen wants to be. Eric was a good-looking guy, in shape, funny, smart, but he doesn't fucking... I've never been hanging out with someone like... I use Eric because he's smart. I've never been hanging out with someone like Eric, and he's been like, my IQ's... He doesn't bring up his PhD.
Because I'm so smart. Like,
Other people bring up his PhD. You fucking idiot. You fucking moron. Dude, man, I'm telling you right now,
Flat
he
Earth is coming.
will be a flat earther. I said by February to bide my time because I think you're right. I think that he is a flat earther now, but I think he has to play the long game, right? He has to play the long game. That way it looks like, oh, I did research. Oh, it took me a month and I did research. And, at first I didn't want to believe. There's going to be a speech, and we're going to play it on this show, where he's going to go, at first I didn't want to believe it, I didn't. But, it turns out when you look at the evidence, the earth being round is just wizardry. And he's only bringing up the flat earth thing because he knows Joe Rogan doesn't like the flat earth thing because of the whole Eddie Bravo thing. He wants to do opposite of whatever he does. Do you understand? Even Alex Jones, who has said some crazy things, has never said the earth is flat.
all right, I can't wait for this. He goes flat Earth. Then he thinks, all right, I'm going to drive a wedge. Now, Eddie Bravo will be mine. And then he reaches out to Eddie Bravo, and Eddie Bravo goes, I can't do that. All due respect, but,
Rogan's my
until
friend.
you settle your thing with Rogan, you can't. And then he's going to embarrass himself.
Yes. And by the way,
Because you think Eddie Bravo is going to fucking give up that cash cow to go on stupid Owen Benjamin stream, talk about flat Earth? Mm-mm.
and now on top of all that, he's debating a flat earther. Do you understand? That's like debating a fucking retard. Like, why would you debate somebody who thinks the earth is flat? There's no scientists that think the earth is flat, you fucking dumbass.